Okay, so my client today wants to do a little bit of a brighter blonde. So we are going to be doing a highlight and a root smudge as well as doing extensions. You guys have seen me do this plenty of times, but I have switched up the way I do a few things. I'm going to be teaching you a new foiling pattern and like a few little tips and tricks that I've kind of learned over the last few months. So if you're interested in watching this, stay tuned.
Okay, so what I'm going to be using on her today is Goldwell Oxycure with 20 volume and of course my Fremar foils. I am obsessed with them. They are the best foils ever. Use them and I promise you will feel the same way. So I'm just going to mix up about 1.5 scoops of this Goldwell Oxycure, mix it with 20 volume. We don't need to do anything heavier than that because she is already pre-lightened and we don't want to fry her hair off, and 20 volume is going to be the perfect developer for her.
Okay, so this is the picture we are going for. She's pretty dang close, but she has a little more of a root, and she's a little more golden than this picture. What I like about this picture is it has some golden blonde, but also pops of brighter blonde, and then it has depth in the root. So it's just a really blended, soft blonde with a dark root. So this is what we are going to be giving her today.
If you have been watching my videos for a while, you know that I have a few different partings I like to do. I like to mix it up with my foil patterns, and this is just one of the ways I like to do it, by going off of their natural part and focus money pieces around the face. And we are actually just doing a partial on her, so I'm just going to leave this little rectangular section here in the back, and that's going to be my parting. I always like to start in the front just to get the brighter pieces around the face really well. So as you can see here, I am just doing very fine baby lights. I'm doing a small section above the ear, feathering down to brighten up wherever she has pre-existing blonde as well as darker pieces. Then I am just folding those foils up twice and moving on to the next section. The reason that I love Fremar foils so much is that they are very sturdy. Once you use these, it's really, really hard to go back to other foil because it ends up feeling really flimsy. This gives me a sturdy base to go off of, and I always trust putting my lightener on it because I feel like I can get really even saturation. Now that I've worked halfway up that side of the head, I am just going to be doing my money pieces. You guys have seen my money pieces where I slice back to back. I'm doing it a little differently this time. So I am taking a rectangular section right in the front, and I'm going to be doing back to back very fine baby lights, no slicing. And this is just going to give me a money piece look, but a little more natural of a look. I do slicing when I want a really big, not chunky, but kind of chunky look, and they want that money piece to be very prominent and sliced. But with her, we want it to be brighter around the face, but I do want it to look more natural and blend really well with the rest of her baby lights. So I am just doing my normal baby lights, but a little closer together than the ones that I'm doing everywhere else, and I usually do anywhere from 3 to 5, just depending on their hair. Now that I'm done with those baby slices around the face, I am going to be transitioning back up to this side of the head, just doing the same thing that I was doing before. Further apart baby lights, not as tightly packed as the money pieces, feathering down to brighten her up, and then feathering up into the root. I am taking some all the way up to the root, and others I am just feathering up since we are doing a rooted look. And I know that this video is just 10 minutes of me foiling. I am so sorry about that. I just decided to leave more clips in than usual just because I know that as a stylist myself, I absolutely love watching people foil, whether it's in a video or in person. I just love learning new techniques and learning new tips and tricks. So I decided to leave a little more in here just in this video. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did you hate it? Did you love it? I don't want this to be repetitive, but I did want to show you guys some extra education. So just let me know. And this is just something I've been doing recently. Instead of going clean on their part, as soon as I get to the part, I start transitioning into the other side on a diagonal like I am doing here. And I don't do this all the time, but I do this for things like this where I want it to look very sun-kissed and natural. I feel like the diagonal part makes it look a little more natural, so that's why I like doing this. Other times I will just go off of the part, but I wanted to show you guys this because I don't think that I've put it on my channel before. So as you can see here, I'm just doing what I did on the other side, but then I do transition towards the front of the face on an angle right here before I do the money pieces, and I didn't show you this on the other side, so I wanted to show you here. I always angle towards the face before I get up to the money so that there's no disconnection, and I have basically 3 sections. I have above the ear, going straight up, angled in front of the face around the hairline, and then the money pieces. And this is going to make her hair very bright around the hairline, but also look very natural. So now I am on to those baby lighted money pieces on this side of her face, and I just wanted to throw this out there. A lot of times if I am doing a blonde that has very fragile or very fine hair, especially around the hairline, I will lower my developer to either 5 or 10 volume for these pieces around the hairline, since they tend to be a little more fragile than the rest of her hair. But for her hair's pretty strong and it wasn't super light or damaged, so I decided to do the 20 volume developer. But just a little tip and trick for your blondes is to lower your developer around the hairline. Meet my assistant Sadie. She is lovely and wonderful. She is actually a stylist at my salon and assists me 1 to 2 days a week. I actually have my assistants do most of my root tap and toning after I do the foils, and she is great. She is tapping rows out with a 7NA in Goldwell Colorants. The reason we are doing this is because we want an ashier level 7 for that root color, but I don't want it to be too ashy, especially since we are putting it over highlights, which is why we have the neutral in there as well. Tapping the root just gives it a very soft, natural look, gives it a very blended look when it grows out, and I never, ever not tap the root. And we do want a root smudge look for this as well, so that's why we dragged it down a little further. And then we comb it through, and look how satisfying this is. It just looks so beautiful. I love processing pictures. Alright, this is her color all done and finished. We obviously tapped that root out with the 7NA like I had shown in the clip before, and we toned her ends with an 8V, 9P, 9N, just to give it that soft, ashy look without being silver. I absolutely love the color, and now we are going to be throwing in some tape-in extensions from my line Jessi Styles Hair. We are using colors Ashley and Jordan Purple Shampooed so that they match the tone of her ashier color we just gave her. Let me know if you guys would like more videos like this in the future. This one was mainly a color video. I just thought I would throw in a few clips of the extensions so you could see how they are done. I do have full extension videos on my channel. You can search for them. I have tape-ins, wefts, clip-ins, all that fun stuff. I do have a lot of fun video ideas coming up for the new year. I will be in my new salon starting January 2nd, and I have a plan just to whip out video after video. So let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Bye, you guys.